वेलकम टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। सब्जेक्ट फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग 2 और अकाउंटेंसी सेकंड, सेशन नंबर 15 एंड टॉपिक फाइनल अकाउंट्स 1. Topic to be covered in this session: introduction, company final accounts, legal requirement as to profit and loss accounts as per Schedule 6 Part 11 of Company Act 1956, legal requirement as to company balance sheet as per Schedule 6 Part 1, and now introduction. Like any other business firm, it is also necessary for a company to prepare annual financial statement to ascertain and report the net results of its business operations, profit or loss, and the financial positions at the end of the accounting year. जिस तरह से सभी बिजनेस एट द एंड ऑफ द ईयर में अपना प्रॉफिट और लॉस देखना पसंद करते हैं, देखना चाहते हैं, उसी तरह से हर कंपनी अपना प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस डिटरमाइन करती है. The periodical financial statement mainly refers to the balance sheet and the profit and loss account. The legal requirement with respect to the final accounts of a company are given in section 210 to 223 and part 1 and part 2 of Schedule 6 of Company Act 1956. That's the introduction of financial accounting or final accounting. And now company and final accounts. The final accounts of a company refer to the annual financial statement which all business enterprises have to prepare. Section 209 of the Companies Act makes it obligatory for a company to maintain certain books of accounts. Section 210 of Company Act 1956 lays down that at every annual general meeting of shareholders, the board of directors of the company must present the following things. Number 1, balance sheet as at the end of the period, and number 2, profit and loss accounts for the particular period. The period is interrupted as a financial year which may be less or more than a calendar year but is not to exceeds 15 month. ये एक मैंडेटरी कंडीशन होती है कि जो कैलेंडर ईयर है उससे ज़्यादा या कम हो सकता है, लेकिन किसी भी कीमत पर किसी भी हालात में ये 15 महीने से ज़्यादा नहीं होना चाहिए. लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स एज टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट्स. इनकम. Turnover refers to the total sales value of goods or income derived from services rendered. That means आपने पूरे साल में अपनी एक्टिविटी के थ्रू, if you are service firm, service company, then सर्विसेज से कितना आपको इनकम हुई. if you are trading manufacturing company, that what amount is collected by you for sales. तो वो जो है आपका टर्नओवर होता है. टर्नओवर से हम कोई भी एक्सपेंस माइनस नहीं करते. दैट मीन्स हम ये कह सकते हैं कि जो ग्रॉस रिसीट ऑफ द सर्विस और गुड्स होता है वो आपका टर्नओवर होता है. इनकम फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टमेंट. इनकम में बी अर्नड फ्रॉम 2 टाइप्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट. 2 तरह से इनकम होती है इन्वेस्टमेंट से. पहला टाइप होता है इंटरेस्ट ऑन ट्रेड इन्वेस्टमेंट सच एज लोन्स एंड एडवांसेज, एंड सेकेंड इज डिविडेंड एंड इंटरेस्ट ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स in shares and debentures of other companies. Profit or loss on sale of investment in shares or debentures has to be shown as a separate items. Dividend received from subsidiary companies. Legal requirements as to profit and loss accounts to expenses and provisions. Cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold is generally arrived at by adding opening stock and purchases and deducting closing stock from the totals. Opening stock of goods, add purchases less closing stock of goods, then you should arrive cost of goods sold. Details of stock are shown separately under the respective items of stocks and purchases. Now, manufacturing and selling expense. Expenditure incurred on manufacturing and selling operations include raw material consumed, number 2 stores consumed, then powers and fuels, then rent, then repairs to building, then repairs to machine, then insurance of the machines or factory, then rates and taxes. All these things are included in these type of expenses. Then miscellaneous expenses like salaries, wages and bonus, contribution to provident fund, pension fund, then employees welfare expenses, commission on selling agents, discount and allowances, then depreciation on fixed assets, then interest on debenture and long-term loans paid or payable, then remuneration payable to directors or managers, if any. Now, appropriations of profits. After ascertaining profits, the amount of profit for the current year and that of the previous years are distributed or appropriated for different purposes. Thus, the balance of the profit brought forward from the previous year is added to the profit for the current year. The items of appropriations generally are transferred to reserves and provisions for dividend proposed to be paid to shareholders. Other items included in this part of the profit and loss accounts are debenture redemption reserve and arrears of depreciation of previous year, if any. Now, forms of profit and loss accounts. The companies acted silent as regard the forms of presentation of profit and loss accounts कि किस तरह का हमें P&L अकाउंट बनाना है. वैसे इसकी 2 फॉर्म्स होती हैं. Hence, companies may adopt one of the 2 alternatives forms. One is vertical forms and another is horizontal or left-right forms. Now, special features of company profit and loss accounts. The special features of profit and loss accounts of a company are summarized below. It is got necessary to prepare a trading account showing gross profit. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट का कंपनी को जरूर बनाना होगा जिससे कि ग्रॉस प्रॉफिट कैलकुलेट की जा सके. आफ्टर नेट प्रॉफिट इज असर्टेन्ड, द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और एप्रोप्रिएशंस ऑफ द प्रॉफिट is shown in the second part of the profit and loss accounts known as below the line. Then third one, the companies requires that figures of the previous year must be shown in a separate column alongside the respective figures of the current period. Now, performa balance sheet. कि बैलेंस शीट किस तरह से बनाई जाती है. There are 2 alternatives performa given in Schedule 6 of Company Act 1956. Number 1, horizontal balance sheet. Number 2, vertical balance sheet. Any one of these form may be adopted for the balance sheet of a company. In the horizontal form, liabilities are represented on the left side or left hand side and assets on the right hand side. In the vertical form of the liability are shown under the heading sources of fund. This is followed by the assets shown under the heading application of fund. Share capital. Under this heading, the following details are to be shown in the balance sheet. At first, authorized capital. Authorized capital में आपको लिखना है, सपोज 1 लाख शेयर है आपने इश्यू किए हैं तो 1 लाख शेयर्स ऑफ ₹100 ईच और 10 ईच और वट एवर द अमाउंट इस तरह से लिखना होता है. This refers to the total amount of share capital which the company is authorized to raise according to the memorandum of association which has been registered by the company at the time of registration or incorporation. It may include preference shares capital and equity share capital or any only equity share कैपिटल, इसके अंदर जो है प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल को भी आप इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं. देन इश्यूड कैपिटल. अंडर दिस हेडिंग we have also written as, suppose you have issued 50,000 shares out of authorized capital 50,000 shares, then 50,000 shares of rupees 100 each. Issued capital is that part of authorized capital which has been issued for subscription till the date of balance sheet. The issued capital may have been fully subscribed or partly subscribed. Third one is subscribed capital. Under these forms, we have written the number of shares subscribed by the firm. Like you have subscribed 10,000 shares at a time, then written as 10,000 shares of rupees 100 each. Where suppose 100 रुपये में से आपने 75 रुपीज को कॉल्ड अप किया है, तो यहाँ लिखेंगे रुपीज 75 कॉल्ड अप. दैट मीन्स 25 अभी आपका कॉल करना बाकी है. That part of the issued capital which has been actually subscribed by the investors is shown under this head along with the amount of share value called up. And now reserves and surpluses. This included capital reserve. Reserve created by transferring capital profits to this account is called capital reserve. Capital redemption reserve created for redemptions of the preference share. Then share premium account. If shares have been issued at a premium, the premium received is credited to a separate account is called share premium account. Then other reserves, the total amount of general reserve including addition to it made during the current year should be shown. Then surplus, the balance of net profit in the profit and loss accounts is to be shown against this item. Now secured loan. The following liabilities are included under this heading. Number 1, debentures, then loans and advance from bank, then loans and advances from subsidiary companies, then other loans and advances. इसके बाद unsecured loan आप डालेंगे. Unsecured loan के अंदर it includes fixed deposits, loans and advances from subsidiary companies, short term loan and advances, and from bank or from others. Now current liabilities and provisions is also there. Under current liabilities, these includes acceptance means bills payable, then sundry creditors, then subsidies companies short term liabilities owed to subsidiary companies, then unclaimed dividend, then outstanding expenses, and then advance income. All these are current account. Then provisions, provision for taxation, dividend proposed to be paid, provision for contingency, provision for bad debts. All the provisions is shown in the balance sheet under the head of provisions. Now contingent liability, liabilities which are uncertain, निश्चित नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी हम फ्यूचर को ध्यान में रखते हुए कुछ मिस हैपनिंग लाइक एनी केस विचाराधीन हो आपका न्यायालय के अंदर, उसके लिए, नेचुरल क्लैमिटी के लिए, या फिर किसी भी हल्के पुल्के लॉस की अगर हमें संभावना होती है तो हम पहले से उसके लिए रिजर्व बना करके चलते हैं. दैट इज कॉल्ड कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी एंड मे अराइज डिपेंडिंग अपॉन फ्यूचर इवेंट्स आर नोन एज कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी. और फ्यूचर इवेंट पर ये डिपेंड करता है. क्लेम अगेंस्ट द कंपनीज एक्नॉलेज्ड एज डेट्स, अनकॉल्ड लायबिलिटीज ऑन शेयर्स partly paid, arrears of fixed cumulative dividends, estimated amount of contract remaining to be executed on capital accounts and not provided. Any other amount of for which the company is contingently liable. Now assets, fixed assets at first. Expenses incurred for the acquisitions of fixed assets have to be shown separately for various assets such as goodwill, land, buildings, leasehold properties, plant and machineries, railway sidings, furnitures and fittings, development of property, patents, trademarks and designs, livestock, motor vehicles, etc. Investment, this heading should include different type of investment separately, indicating in each case the mode of valuation such as cost or market value. Current assets, loans and advances. Current assets, these are assets likely to be converted into cash within a year. The items under this head may include interest accrued on investment, stores and spare parts, loose tools, stock in trade, work in progress, sundry debtors, bills receivables, advance expense paid by you. All these things are included in current accounts or current assets. Now, loans and advances, where loans have been given or advances made by the company, the amounts are required to be shown under separate subheadings as follows. Advances and loans to subsidiary companies, advances and loans to partnership firms in which the company or any of its subsidiaries is a partner, then bills of exchange being bills receivable, then prepaid expenses or advance payments which are recoverable in cash or kinds or for value to be received, that is rates, taxes, insurance, etc. Then balance of deposits with any government agency. Now miscellaneous expenditure like preliminary expense, commission or brokerage paid on underwriting or subscriptions of shares or debentures and the expenses of flotations of shares or debentures, then discount allowed on the issue of shares or debentures, then interest paid to shareholders out of share capital during construction work, then development expenditures. And now do it yourself. What is meant by appropriate of profits? And question number 2, what are the items included under the heading reserves and surplus on the liability side of a company balance sheet? And that's it from session number 15. Thank you.